Hello, Star Citizens. Lando here. Before we start, let me remind everyone we are doing a ship giveaway. This giveaway will be of a Drake Cutter, which is an account to give to a new player, and a Drake Cutlass Black for everyone else. To enter to win, you must be subscribed, you must either like or dislike a video, and you must have commented on at least one video by the draw date. The winner will be drawn randomly on February 29th, 2024, even if you're only subscribing to enter the contest. That's okay too. Welcome. So this is a more unique video. It doesn't really fit a playlist, so it will kind of exist in the void. I wanted to talk a bit about the channel, my process for reviewing ships and doing my videos, and a few minor fleet changes, none of which are enough content to fill their own videos, so I fit them all into one. First, about the channel. I am currently working on a Twitch channel and will stream gameplay when that is set up. I get a lot of questions about why I don't post gameplay, and the main reason is I do a video every single day. I work a full-time job. I have various children who I've heard turn out great if your paternal parent is involved in their life, and a few other things. I have time carved out to play Star Citizen, but I don't want every time I hop in game to be purely for content creation, because that can get weird and stressful quite fast and might even make you not like the game, and I would very much like to enjoy my time playing Star Citizen. A second reason why I don't post gameplay is because I want to do it differently. I don't just want to post for the sake of posting if nothing fun or interesting or new is happening. I have a few ideas that I'm workshopping that will make things interesting on the Twitch channel, or at least I hope so. That will launch around the same time 3.23 launches, which brings me to my last reason why I don't stream gameplay right now. 3.23 is going to massively change the way we play the game, with master modes, freight elevators, distribution centers, EVA changes, new player interaction. And right now, anything I do, it feels like lame duck, or more so like planned obsolescence. I want to enter my gameplay content creation era with fresh eyes, like a newbie turning it on for the first time. I also have some, let's say, interesting new methods of playing Star Citizen that I want to try out for the first time on Twitch. Onward to my process. I won't give you the entire process because I need to keep a few trade secrets, but here are my top 10, or at least 10, maybe just 10 random ones I picked out of a hat. You don't really know. My rule that is first is that every ship I review I must fly at least once, unless it's in concept, extremely rare, or I don't have the money to purchase it and that's the only way I can fly it. So far, I have flown every ship that I have reviewed, minus those exceptions. Number 2, my next rule is that true multi-role ships never get less than a 3. 3, another part of my reviews is that I try my best to go by the ship matrix that is provided by RSI's website. I do understand that very often that is incorrect. However, the game is in flux and things are always changing anyway, so I'm fine with that as long as there are not any glaring omissions. Which brings me to number 4. If I make a major mistake, I will either re-upload the video or pin an error correction comment, or maybe I'll put it in the description. Number 5. Another rule is I try not to tell people what to buy and what not to buy. I might say I don't understand why you would buy it. I might say earn it in game, or I might say only buy it for looks, but I will always try to let the ratings be the guide for my viewers. Number 6. Another thing I try to do is always add some humor to our reviews. After all, we're talking about the quite ridiculous topic of spending hundreds or even thousands of dollars on digital spaceships. I think we can all laugh at ourselves a little bit. Then get back to our imagine necessary duties, giving Chris Roberts and crew our hard-earned money. The 7th thing I do is try not to copy other people's content and review ships using a non-standard method. This is why you don't see a lot of in-game, in-engine gameplay footage for me during the reviews. Most people fly the ship in their reviews. I prefer to show off the stuff that people often don't see, which are the ship commercials, the in-progress ISC footage that showed how the ship was built, how it was made, the brochures that some people don't even know exist. These are some of the things that people just don't see that often. There are tons of gameplay videos out there of people flying these beautiful ships, and I don't just want to be another one on top of the pile. I want people to have a specific reason to watch my video in addition to those videos. Ferrister does a great video series where he flies every ship, and he even has a dry dock series where he goes through all of the ones that he can't fly, and he gives you some excellent angles. Morphologist has his Architect series, which has top tier in-game videography. STL Youngblood has his excellent Should You Buy series, and he's actually one of my inspirations for starting. Another person who shows you more than just in-game footage. Of course, there are others. Info Runners, Dig That 32, Law of the West, and so many more. So just understand, I am doing my videos different on purpose. And that may not be for everyone, and I understand if you need to seek higher ground or lower ground or clearer waters or clearer skies, whatever that is. Number 8, I try to post a video every single day. It's not guaranteed, but I put a lot of effort into being consistent. It is a lot of work, but I think it fills a gap in Star Citizen content fairly well because I used to want Star Citizen content every day. So I was like, well, instead of me wanting it, why don't I fill that gap myself? So I created a YouTube channel. Number 9, anytime I settle a debate, I try to make sure it's a ship I either own, used to own, or plan on owning, so that the conversation is personal every single time. I mostly focus on the numbers available and announced gameplay from CIG to determine who wins the debate. But the thing is, there is no winner. The reason that we have to debate this is normally because both are great ships. So really in those videos, I'm just giving you some reasons why I prefer one over the other, and then smacking you over the head with facts to support my opinion. Number 10, I am always in the comments, ever lurking, ever present, all seeing, all knowing. I figure, what is the point of a community if you don't interact with them? Okay. There are more, but I will stop at 10. That's a nice round number. My last thing that I'll talk about is my few fleet changes that I've made recently. So I bought a 400i after about 3 days of considering buying my MSR back, which I famously traded, or maybe infamously traded in for a 600i. I bought it because I specifically needed the traits of a blockade runner for time-sensitive cargo missions. When I say time-sensitive cargo missions, I need you to understand that there are going to be some times where there are crates or SCU boxes or delivery boxes that must be delivered before the timer runs out, before they spoil, before they explode, before some negative condition occurs. So you will need a fast ship to deliver those particular boxes on time. Maybe not in the early levels, but definitely in the later levels as things get harder. So I'm specifically trying to fill that gap in my fleet. The only ships that can do at least 40 SCU of cargo and are extremely fast that can fill that role are the MSR and the 400i, which is why I did that comparison. And of course, I thought settling the debate was just an added feature of comparing those two ships, which really I was just trying to find the one that I needed. The 400i was the winner. And what did I need? I needed great speed and maneuverability, both in space and in Atmo. I needed durability and I needed excellent shields. The 400i won 3 out of 5 of those. And then it had the added bonus of being a better daily driver and climate controlled storage. It is not a better ship than the MSR. It still loses in speed and maneuverability. And in some ways, it loses in looks, even if it's only by a slim margin. That's mainly because no ship is better than any other. It's all about what you need for your preferred gameplay, your fleet, or your org. That being said, I also went ahead and bought all of the Red Festival skins. That Huge pack of skins. Yep, I got all of them because I am so weak. I would have did the same for the Koromor, but I don't own any of the ships those skins were made for, so it wouldn't have made sense for me to buy a whole bunch of skins for ships I don't own. I'll have a video showing those off soon, much shorter than the one I did a week ago and with better music, hopefully. Last time, the copyright gods did not smile favorably on my new music. So if you're wondering why that video was a little long, and it's because I had to basically remove all of my audio from it in order to post it. Moving on. More fleet additions. I have added a G12 to the fleet as an LTI token, as I have heard through a little birdie that either the G12 and all of its variants or the Ranger bike and all of its variants are releasing soon, and I'm hyped to test them against the Lynx and the Ursa, or against some of those hover bikes if it's the Ranger bikes. I have also added a Gattac Raylan to the fleet because it might end up being the perfect blockade runner and negate my need for the 400i. But I just need to find out what its speed is first and its maneuverability. I don't think it will be faster than the MSR, but don't let the size fool you. If the Carrot can be a speed demon, then surely the Raylan can be too. Just look at how fast the Sulian is in game, and it costs a third of the price. I'm also hoping its maneuverability outpaces the 400i, but we'll see. Yes, Steve, I know I just bought the 400i, but no ship is safe in the fleet until they earn their keep. Except my baby, the Idris. You always have a spot in my heart, darling. All right, that's it for this one. Thanks for spending your time with us. See you in the next one. Back to our fleet reviews tomorrow. And, oh, it's a big one. Peace.